Hi everyone, the topic I chose to focus on was the ecological role of the African lion, otherwise known as Panthera leo, and what would happen to the ecosystem if this mammal were to be extinct. Would it perish? Would other animals become extinct? Exploring the domino effects that come with this. African lions are classified as vulnerable by the IUCN Red Assessment, and their populations have reduced by 43%, equivalent to 3 lion generations. In the next 2 decades, their populations are expected to decline by 50% in East, Central, and West Africa. Humans are the main extrinsic threats to lion populations and are caused by socio-cultural disturbances, depletion of prey, human population increases, hunting, illegal trade, economic uncertainties, and habitat losses. Other threats include loss of livable space due to climate change, naturally occurring and again anthropogenically motivated. Because lions are an indicator species of whether an ecosystem is self-sustainable or stable, it is highly necessary to save these mammals and maintain their ecological influence that provides services to bottom-up and top-down processes in the terrestrial ecosystems they habituate. Without interventions, the ecosystem may experience dysfunction and instability of food chains and the taxa belonging to them. As African lion populations are restricted to the African savanna, it is difficult to indicate the extent of international interventions that can take place. However, to nationally mitigate climate change in lion-habituated areas, otherwise known as lionscapes, a natural resource known as carbon can be stored and collected, which sustains and manages lionscapes. The Lion Carbon Project, for example, has provided protection to 10 million hectares of forest over the last 13 years, as well as protected 6 South African lion strongholds and improved the livelihoods of at least 1 million people. Selling carbon offsets to companies has offset pollution and emissions within these landscapes, and the collected revenue has been invested into local community livelihoods, conservations, and protected areas. As for human-lion conflicts, there have been more mitigative interventions in southern and eastern Africa than other areas in Africa. The strongest driver for human-lion conflicts are depredation incidents where livestock is preyed on. However, local communities are more forgiving and tolerant towards these incidents when they have received generous benefits from the protected areas surrounding these communities. Research suggests best intervention that was explored for mitigating these incidents include the improvement of cattle enclosures. However, due to too large herd sizes, they were not used full time, and construction or maintenance is limited due to the lack of labor. Lastly, there is little data to back the potential of noise being used as an interventive solution to steer lions away from livestock. It is highly necessary for lion ecotourism and other sources of finance to keep funding conservations, otherwise protected areas and national parks would diminish and leave wildlife unprotected. To conclude, lions are needed for terrestrial ecosystems to survive without too harsh repercussions. However, there is little data to show specifically how equipped intervention schemes are for ensuring this mammal survives. Humans are the most influential threats to the populations of lions in Africa. Because lions are highly dependent on preying on herd populations, without them there to maintain these populations, the entirety of the savanna's grasslands would be eaten, becoming a desert and creating an unstable food chain. Other issues that would occur would be the population hikes of hyena, buffalo, mid-range predators, and various other species. Therefore, it is evident the African lion provides great ecological stability and balance for the ecosystem and the taxa belonging to them.